Let us make this easy but very effective art journaling page. Yesterday we made this craft journaling where we wrote our goals, our plans, and our purpose, and we understood how we can use different crafting elements like paper and scissor and glue and glitzy gel, etc., to make this beautiful one. Moving on to a fresh page, I am starting to adhere my washi tape on all the four sides, as this journal today is more about art. It's like I'm going to use paints and brush and colors and not craft supplies. So basically I am going to do journaling, that is I am going to have a prompt and I am going to think over it and write about it. But to decorate my page or to put it into a therapeutic creative purpose, I'm going to use art as a medium, right? So when you use crafting as a creative therapy, it's called a craft journaling. And when you write along with using paints and colors to decorate it, it is art journaling. So to begin with, I'm going to draw a few rough ovals here, where I'm going to draw clouds overlapping each other. Now, why clouds? So clouds basically in my journal page today symbolizes the baggages that we carry, the mental thoughts that can be of any past event, maybe a trauma, maybe a sadness, or any such thing that just leaves their marks on our daily routine, even if it's over. That is what I mean by baggages. So the clouds here are those thoughts which keep on hovering the brain so much that at times it might affect some or the other ways. Today, think of something that you want to do, but you are not able to start, or you are not able to, think about it or move on with it. Let's say there is this canvas, huge canvas, which I have bought many days ago, and I even know what I want to paint on it, but somehow I'm just not able to start. All right, why? If I sit and think about it, I'll have many reasons. Write down those reasons in the cloud. Let's say I immediately first blame the neck pain that I have. Then I may write, let's say I don't have time, or let's say I have very limited amount of time. So whatever comes into your mind, whatever thoughts that holds you back from doing what you want to do, just write them down. Maybe I have over expectations. Maybe I want it to be so perfect that I'm expecting a lot out of it and not just ready to start with it, right? Then there are chances that all these ideas, I'll keep on blaming that no, I have some other priority, I don't have time for this and that and stuffs like that. So just fill your cloud with all these negative thoughts that are holding you back. Next, pick up some light shades of colors. I really like to use this iCraft chalk paints. Why chalk paints? Because one, they come in beautiful shades. Second, these chalk paints are matte in finishing, so they don't take away the energy from inside of you. They are like neutral. So when you paint with chalk paint, it feels good. It's creamy, and you can really enjoy painting with it, even if you don't have this artistic skills, right? Also, if you notice, chalk paints are matte, and it is going to nicely cover all the negative thoughts that you just laid down. So by this process of coloring these clouds, you just removed all the negative baggages of your inside your head, that's stopping you from the goals, and you wrote them down and you painted over them. The next, draw some flowers on the lower side, and the flowers are the representation of your goals. Now, if you can see, there is some space between your baggages and your goals. So the next step would be grab a nice fine tip pen and breathe in and breathe out while you make vertical lines from the cloud to the flowers. So what are we doing is, while we breathe in and breathe out, we are connecting. We are drawing vertical lines. It can be zigzag, it did not be straight. We are doing this continuously. Even in case, just in between, if you have a thought, immediately grab a notebook and write it down. Okay, you can finish your artwork later, but make sure that you write your thoughts first. This is the way in which you are telling your brain that, okay, I hear you and I validate what you are saying, and we'll work on it. Go back to your artwork and continue breathing in and out while you draw these vertical lines. So this is like you are making a path and allowing those heavy clouds to just burst up and create nice beautiful rain so as to bloom all your floral goals. Next, take up bright colors and paint these flowers. Again, you don't have to be very perfect, very artistic, very skillful. You just have to pass on the color from the bottle onto your brush and from the brush onto your paper. So when you're painting, just don't concentrate on your page as in how this is coming out. Okay, that can look beautiful as you go ahead. You can outline it, etc. So just enjoy painting your flowers. Alright, and now comes the next step, which is a meditative art step. With a thin pen, make random lines inside the cloud. Fill up all the part such that it forms, such compartments. So basically you're breaking down all your baggages into small parts. It can be from one end to the another, it can be from up to down, it can be random, anything. Just make sure that you're dividing your clouds in smaller parts. While you do that, make sure to remember that your baggages can be broken down as well. Alright, and now the next step, let's try to make it beautiful. While we do this, again, if you have any thoughts, which is the main idea of doing art journaling, to create thoughts in your head, and your brain will give you a way, your mind will give you ideas to your brain, and you just have to learn how to listen to them. Alright. Next, take a fat marker, and wherever these lines coincide, wherever they intersect each other, just draw or add such dots. Okay, somewhere or the other they will coincide. And our idea about doing this is, although where they join each other, that's where we happen to stop, but we can turn this into beautiful designs, and these baggages will no longer be a part of negativity and will harm in your goal. There are things that we can never forget, there are traumas, let's say loss of a loved one, or maybe something that you've just you met a physical accident, or maybe something that has harmed you so traumatically that it is very difficult to forget that. At times it is impossible to forget that. And I understand you have to validate that. You have to say that, okay, it is not necessary to forget it. You are a human, our brain is designed in such a way that we remember things. So it can be difficult to forget things. But those thoughts that are holding us down should not be coming in way of something that we want to achieve. And the whole idea about doing this art journal is to acknowledge that yes, I have baggages, but no, that is not going to come in my way of reaching the flowers of my goals. So all you have to do is make the dots, and with the thin pen I'm going to show you again. Just connect two opposite dots with any random line and keep on expanding this line as if you're making auras around it. So once you finish doing this, you will see that the dots become less visible, while you will see that rays of lines are coming out from that dots. So that's the whole idea which we need to tell our mind that okay, all right, it may feel like it has stuck up to some point, and just because it is there, it's not a possibility that nothing better can come out of it. You can definitely continue making designs. There are rays of hope, there are rays of lines that can come out and create something really beautiful in spite of them being negative. Next, in between these two lines, start making dashes, broken lines. So we filled the cloud with continuous line. Now we are going to practice to draw broken lines. Again, why this step? Because it can be that when you are filling the designs of the cloud, you may feel uncomfortableness. You may feel that okay, you don't want to continue that. But take a break, but make sure you finish your clouds. And post that for meditation, you can use these peaceful dots in the flower, or you can also draw the broken lines. This will help your mind be full of calmness. Stop when you need to, or when you feel satisfied, remove the masking tape. You can give borders. I think I am fine with this. The next step is journaling. So in the place where I have this empty space above the clouds, I'm going to write some affirmations. So I'm going to write something down which is good for me, even if I read like maybe a year later. So I'm writing that I have my baggages and I can still reach and gain success to attain my goals. I also wrote few more things like I give myself the permission to start with a mess and work towards perfectionism. I allow myself to feel tired and take rest and begin again till I feel good. I'm not doing things for others. I'm doing this for myself, and in this process I shall enjoy and I will not go hard on myself. You can make your own affirmations, write them down, and that's all. Your art journal page is ready. Do share if you get inspired making this, and I would love to see and share your views as well. Thank you.